Here we go.
First topic, does the president support the ongoing strike by Kaiser healthcare workers?
As we've always said, the president is always in support of union members, striking, number one, but also doing collective bargaining. We know that works. We've seen that work, whether it is the UPS strike or the West Coast ports, and we know when the two sides or all sides come together and in a good faith approach, they can get to a place where union workers are getting their fair pay and fair benefits. So certainly the president supports that.
No.
But is the strike for the president worth it when there's already reports of babies not being able to get checkup appointments or non-emergency care being delayed?
Look, the president believes that all workers, including healthcare workers and those who make their work possible, deserve a fair pay and benefits. That's what he believes. And look, it's not new or unusual for care workers from any sector to exercise their rights under the collective bargaining. Again, when the two sides come together in good faith, we believe that it works out. There is a resolution. There is a win-win scenario here. And even the Treasury Department, and I spoke to this earlier this week, put out a report when we see that type of collective bargaining, that it not only helps union workers, but it also helps the economy and it helps non-union workers. Look, we hope that they get to a place where they can all agree, so we can move forward, so that mothers can indeed make sure to take care of their kids. Right, that is indeed important. But we've always been clear that he believes workers have the right to ask for fair pay and fair benefits.
Okay.
Does the White House have a reaction to the attack in eastern Ukraine today, where about 50 people were killed? Ukrainian officials say it was a Russian rocket that caused the accident, or caused the incident, and it's the deadliest attack in months.
So look, sadly we are continuing to see Russia launch strikes like the one today in eastern Ukraine, which hit a grocery store. Reportedly, as far as we know at this moment, killed at least 49 people. So we have to stop and think about this. Let's stop and think about what we're seeing. 49 innocent people who were killed by a Russian airstrike while they were shopping for food at a supermarket. That's what they were doing. And so can you imagine just walking to the grocery store with your kids, trying to figure out what is it that you're going to make for dinner, and you see an explosion happen where bodies are everywhere. And it's horrifying. It is incredibly horrifying for the people of Ukraine, for the folks who are like yourselves, your colleagues who are reporting this on the ground. And it is for these families and these kids. So this is what is happening in Ukraine every day. This is why we're doing everything that we can to help Ukraine, to help the brave people of Ukraine to fight for their freedom, fight for their democracy. And so this is, again, what the president keeps talking about over and over again. We have to continue to support the people of Ukraine, because this is the horrifying nature that they live in every day.
And one more on Ukraine, if I may.
Okay.
I know we've talked a lot about the deal, in quotes, with the White House and the Speaker. When the Speaker was asked about this on Tuesday night at his post-speakership press conference, he said there was a concern in there. Does it have transferability on money? I believed and my staff believe it did. What I did say to the White House, if it does not, if you think it's a way it doesn't do it the way it should, I will fix that. I did say that. I did say I'd do it. Is that the agreement that the White House had with the Speaker, fixing some money transferability issues as it relates to Ukraine?
So here's what I can say, and just to what the president alluded to, so we have another package of aid of Ukraine for Ukraine soon as part of our normal cadence, which includes weapons and equipment for the fight that they're in. And so we're going to continue to do that. We're going to continue to make sure that we meet the battlefield needs that Ukraine has, using existing authorities, using those resources provided by Congress, as we have said from the podium this week, and certainly that's what the president was alluding to.
Oh, right.
I'm not going to go beyond what the president said.
You got to stop doing that, okay?
It is weird.
We ultimately, though, we believe that Congress needs to act, right? Even as we talk about these authorities, these are the resource authorities, funding authorities that we have, these PDAs, and you've heard from my colleague at NSC that we can go a bit longer, but it's not the long-term solution. So the big piece of this right now is that we need Congress to keep their promise, to keep the promise that they made to Ukrainians about continuing that bipartisan support. We see it in both chambers that there is a majority of support there. And so that's what, when we talk about the long term, how we move forward, that's what we want to continue to see.
Really?